This moment, before I ask Rocky Pounds Giovanni Williams, who has a training in this museum as well, organized. I want to share one more thing. The members that were recognized today, the founding fathers that were recognized today, and we recognize also the many others that were part of the very beginning, the genesis of hip-hop. They are part of moving this project
Thank you, and thank you, Council Member, for even doing this. I'm so excited today. I'm not even going to argue about what Brooklyn's part in this is. That's how excited I am today. I'm not even going to argue that. We're going to give it up to the Bronx. But I want people to understand what hip-hop means to me and what it means to other hip-hop heads growing up on this music and on the outlet that was created for a community that was ignored, a community that was underserved. It's mind-boggling. If you go back in history, slaves were given scraps of food and they made delicacies. If you go to the Caribbean, they were given garbage cans, they made musical instruments called steel pan. Over here, they took cardboard boxes, siphoned electricity, 2 turntables and a microphone, and created a worldwide billion-dollar industry. That's what these communities can do, given the chance. Can you imagine if they had the tools necessary that other communities had, what could have been done? That's what hip-hop is. That's why this museum is so important, so that people coming up can understand the roots of hip-hop. You don't only have to talk about guns. You don't only have to talk about booty. You don't only have to talk about these things. Understand where the roots of this is from and understand the power in our community. And that's what hip-hop means to me, and I can't wait for this museum to be built. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you.
Come on, let's give it up. Today, I want to thank Councilman Byrne, Councilman for all their support, as well as the rest of the councilmen in the chamber to give us our proclamation. This day could not be possible without the origination and the creativity of my peers standing behind me. It's hip-hop culture, as you know, is not just local, it's a global phenomenon that my brothers and sisters behind me have helped start. And we are just so blessed to have the opportunity to even think about having the Universal Hip-Hop Museum located at the Kingsbridge Armory. And again, I want to thank you, Councilman, for all your support. I'd like to bring the godfather of hip-hop to the microphone. He is the inspiration for me on why I fought so hard to try to get this museum off the ground. The Lord and Father of what we call the worldwide culture of hip-hop, Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah!
Thanks to the brothers and sisters, to all the camera, to all the distinguished guests. We need this hip-hop museum to wake up the masses of the people. Not just in the Americas, but all over the earth. Uniting the people for something that has spread it and spread joy, peace, unity, love, and having fun all across our great planet, so-called earth. People have lost the sight of what hip-hop is. Most people, when they say hip-hop, they just think of a rapper or rap music, but forget about all the elements that deals with hip-hop as a culture. So by having this museum, it's something for many people from many different nationalities, different background, different religious background, to come and see what hip-hop has did more than many of the politicians on the great planet Earth has did to pull many people from different backgrounds together through hip-hop. I like to say all praise to the Creator for giving us these honorable people all behind me for making this great culture called hip-hop. So with that, I don't want to be up here long, but to be strong. And to bring my great brother, great master, Melly Mel, Drop it like it's hot. Wake up your mind.
And we would like to say it's a great day for the Bronx. It's a great day for hip hop. You know, having the Universal Hip Hop Museum to be in the Bronx, the birthplace of hip hop. And we'd just like to be a part of this whole thing and have everybody to get involved so that the Bronx can take its place as one of the greatest, if not the greatest borough in this city of New York.
In all fairness, we got to show love to the entire city of New York City, even though we know that hip hop was birthed in the Bronx, New York City. It was supported by every borough, and that's how it grew into the the culture, the worldwide phenomenon that we know as hip hop now today. So I just want to shout out a few of us that has said up here that everyone from the early days or the pioneer era of hip hop is not here represented, but through us they are all represented. Okay, everybody can't be at one place at one time, but we represent the entire first school of hip hop. All right, that includes everybody from Cool Herc all the way to the Sugar Hill Gang. Okay, you know what I mean? This is about the birth, the genesis, and the years that it took. All right, before rap even came along. All right, the art form, the skill set. We've been doing this for nothing, for 6 years, before the rest of the world even got wind of it. Okay, but because of the efforts of us and others and the audience, we have hip hop as we have it today. So, like I said, it's a big day for the Bronx. It's a big day for hip hop. It's a big day for the Universal Zulu Nation. All right. And I just want to give love to everybody that shows support for hip hop throughout the years. Not only do we have a Bronx Museum coming, but we have a Bronx campus on the way called Windows of Hip Hop. All right? What's up?
Peace.
I'm going to ask Councilmember King. We've been joined by Councilmember King. He's going to share some words.
My announcement.
Thank you. From the Bronx.
Put you down in the house. But I want to thank my colleague, Councilmember Cabrera, and all of the pioneers of hip hop here today who've allowed my generation, I'm going to keep it real, my generation to find some solace in the music and the creativity of the art that they developed back in the 70s. You know, this generation today is still trying to figure it out. Too much money's been placed in the place of what's really real of integrity, and people have sold their souls. And I'm asking this group of young men and women who have delivered from Melima, and I got to give a shout out to my boy Charlie Rock, who I grew up with, to hang out at the T Connect, and starting it out for us, you know. And I just want to say, I'm going to ask you all to help this generation who are still trying to find their way in the industry, putting something together. We've gotten here together to give you some props, to get you all in the studio and do something, and bring it back to real what it should be. And if we can do that, we got to go back, understand what yesterday is about, the work today to build better tomorrows, and I'm counting on all of us to do it together. And hip-hop, the birthplace of the Bronx, we will build a house, and the house will stay strong in the boogie down.
We've done a couple of more, and then we can open up for a couple guys that have to be recognized, because in hip-hop you have the MCs, but the MCs would be nothing without their DJs, right? So I want to bring to the microphone two of the best DJs that I know, I love, like brothers, the Grand Wizard Theodore and Jazzy J. Y'all on the spot like this. Somebody say ho! 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 Somebody scream! I feel that energy. Now this is the energy we need to be flowing through the pulse and the veins of hip hop. This is the energy we got from the lampposts back in the days. And this is the energy I want to pass to everybody today. And let's keep That's right. Real hip-hop, all the cultures, all the elements of the culture, keep it real. Look here. Come on.
That's peace.
I want to thank Councilman Cabrera and all those other involved. Like I said earlier, I don't only represent myself. I represent those that lived and died for this culture, this art form.
that's not here with us anymore. And I accept this proclamation and share it with those people that is not here with us anymore. And to Grandmaster Flash, to Hurt, to my brother Mean Gene, to my mother for coming in the room and nearly beat me up for being a scratch. I thank her for that. You know, I'm just still glad to be here, and we're not through yet. Winners of Hip Hop, Zulu Nation, Zulu, everybody, we are here forever. Peace.
We're going to open up for questions regarding the museum or any questions regarding today's. The museum is basically in its infancy stage right now. We're putting together an advisory committee. Most of the guys that you see here today are part of our advisory team. We are putting together a board of directors now. So we're reaching out to the likes of Russell Simmons, Tom Silverman, big names in music and entertainment to help give us the vision and help guide our strategy. We have people interested in providing funding and the technology. What I envision for the museum is an interactive experience. So the minute that you walk in, the kids are learning about hip-hop culture through interactive technology, because everybody's into technology today. We will have some physical exhibits, some memorabilia from back in the day, but a lot of it is going to be driven by technology.
How soon until you find out about the
Well, right now, they've already made their points. I'm going to be making my points very soon. But it should be soon because the architects are working on plans for the only makes sense that the organizations that are going to be there and the 50,000 are in it. So I foresee that we're going to see rapidly.
Do you have any plans on celebrating beatbox culture within this museum? If I could get a little closer,
that'd be fine. Every form of hip-hop culture, beatbox, aerosol writing, graffiti, breakdancing, every aspect of hip-hop is going to be represented. We haven't did a financial analysis of the actual cost of developing the museum. That's happening now. Today was really just a day to create the awareness that the founders and the pioneers of hip-hop really want to have a museum located in the Bronx and ideally located at the King of Dharma. So that's what today is really about. After today, we'll start working on a development plan. We're going to sit down and continue our discussion with Councilman Cabrera and our development team and to move the process forward. Their effort is really called the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. And it's more of a Hall of Fame than it is a museum. And we are the organizers leading the charge to create what we know is going to be a universal hip hop museum that's going to incorporate every culture from around the world. And that's our mission. Our mission is to protect and preserve the legacy of hip hop from every corner of the globe. Africa Bambaataa, Grandmaster Melly Mel, Grandmaster Kaz, CAZ, Grand Wizard Theodore, Jazzy J, Cutman LG, Jorge, Fable Pabon, Joe Conzo,